for years, pageants had sort of a bad rep. You know, it's all about the superficial has it changed? Has it changed?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So for me, for example, when I was younger, I wasn't the person to start a conversation. I never really wanted to talk to anybody outside of my family because I was definitely shyer. So pageantry has really helped me come out of my bubble and my shell, and now I'm able to hold those conversations.
That's lovely, and that's a good thing. Were you always someone who could take the stage and shake that hair and say, hello, world?
I always loved the stage, but like behind the scenes, I was always a really introverted person, and I still kind of am, but I think pageants allow you the chance to meet people who you really want to learn more about, and meet people who you need to know, who can inform your own ideas and inform your sense of self.
You know, it's funny, they never say that about little boys in Little League or soccer, you know, and the truth is, you know, if you are beautiful, and let's just break it down, if you are beautiful, you do have a head start in the world. And then having an education, it doesn't hurt at all. But, you know, listen, I know it's kind of a touchy subject because beautiful people do get an advantage. Do you feel that way?
I mean, of course, everybody can see that, and especially with the world that we live in today, there can be unrealistic beauty standards.
Sure.
But I think us as an example is really changing that. Even in the world of pageantry and just society, we're starting to break down those beauty standards and knowing that we don't have to align with those to be beautiful.
Yeah. Now, yes, I agree. Mia, what have you learned about yourself during your reign as Miss America that you didn't know before?
I've just learned the impact that you as one person can have on so many people. I can't tell you how many different young girls and people that are even older in their 80s and 90s just are inspired to see me standing up for the things I believe in. My social impact initiative is advocating for the arts, and so I'm really passionate about students across this country having access to a well-rounded education. For me, that includes the arts. And so I speak to different administrations and organizations about that.
Well, not only are you artistic, but you're also inventive. I heard that you had to spray paint your nude pumps to match your skin tone.
Yes, so when there was swimsuit competition in the Miss America system, I remember having to spray paint the shoes that I was wearing because you want to create an illusion of really long legs. And
are
so
you trying to tell me that?
So you want your shoes to match your complexion, so you can look like you have you're 8 feet tall or whatever. And so there was a brand called Chinese Laundry who I love their shoes. I actually wore their silver tippy top shoes for a lot of my evening gown dresses, but for the competition when I was walking and I wanted my legs to be long, I actually spray painted the shoes to match my complexion because they were more for a complexion for maybe someone lighter. And so that needed to match mine. So I went to Walmart, got a can of spray, and went to work, and they worked out for me.
I love that. Now, Chinese laundry shoes are a mainstay at beauty pageants around the world. We call them up and let them know that their nude shoes don't work for everyone's skin tone. Well, not only were they grateful for the feedback, but they took immediate action and created 2 new hues to match darker skin tone. Isn't that great? Here's a photo of the new shoes. They're gorgeous. Yes. Thank you, Chinese Laundry Shoes, for empowering women from all walks of life. How great is that?
That's incredible.
And that's one place where you can use your voice so that people who don't have a voice can speak up, you know? It's important. And what you're doing is so important to people around the world and young people who may have, you know, a self-esteem issues, you know?